Hi everyone. Here with Invent or Don't Invent again, and today I want to talk about ladders. Um, so let me do a quick search on that so you guys see what I'm talking about. I'm gonna go to images here. So okay, we all know about the Little Giant and how that works, right? We know how these work as well. But what I was thinking was to make that mechanical like this, where um, you want to um, get it at a certain height or like an A-frame. Now you could imagine if you were able to click on something and it would do it automatically for you. And also, if you had something like this where you're standing down here where it could elevate you or pick you up. So imagine something like this where you would just stand on and it'll automatically go up. And obviously, um, there is a recommended commended ladder limit uh, to step on. Like, they recommend for you not to go over a specific um, height. And it's very important for this idea that I'm trying to talk about because okay, imagine this ledge thing that I was talking about right here, this thing on a big ladder like this, and say it stopped like right here or like on the second one, say this one, and then or something like that, and then over here like you had something to grab onto, or maybe um I don't know, it would have to really be troubleshooted so it could work properly. But anyway, imagine you just plug your ladder into your customer's electricity, and if you're painting a house or you're cleaning windows, like doing something like this, instead of you doing it manually with a rope. Today with today's technology and today's electrical means and all that, um, creating the most lightweight ladder with electricity outlet, and then obviously doing something like this with a honestly, it's going to be it has this like double thing here. So it would have to have some type of gears that can have let me see if I can drag this really quickly out to my um, iMac, um, so I could show you guys very quickly. And I lost my image. Great. Okay, so I'm trying to drag this out here, and it's not allowing me to. So I'm gonna do a Shift Command 3 to do a screenshot. Um, because it's not allowing me to take that. Okay, yeah, to drag it out of the Google Images. So I'm gonna show you guys in the preview section of what I'm trying to talk about. So basically, um, it's gonna give me a color thing, um, crayon. Okay, there it is. So, anyways, so imagine this here on the ladder, and imagine it as like you having a circle, um, and then another circle. So this here, and then another circle, and maybe another circle here, just in case. And let's go orange. Well, that was supposed to be for. Well, I don't know what's going on now. This is broken. But anyway, think about something like this. I can't really do it. It's not allowing me to. But think about okay, the chain. Think about the chain as being black, right? Um, so okay, so I don't know what all this is about. So anyway, you have the chain. It goes like this, and then it like wraps around to the other one. So it's just one solid chain like this. So now it could go up or down without really, without messing up the mechanism of that. But I guess it's a special type of engineer would have to create it. So you'll be able to do stuff like this, and it could be digital. So you instead of you climbing now, you'll be able to click on a button, and it will do something like this. It'll pick you up. It'll elevate you. So I was a window cleaner with the ladder, rail. So you know, and I was a window cleaner, and I was doing stuff like this, and there is see like stuff like this. So imagine, instead of you having to constantly go up and down the ladder, always climbing up and down, up and down, up and down, you'll simply click on a button and they'll do it for you at a slow and safe speed, of course. Um, stuff like this would be good to prevent it from falling. They tell you not to go all the way to the top, so that's what I was kind of talking about earlier. Um, Obviously, you would need some type of extension cord, um, kind of like this, like the boom, like the lift, like the boom lifts. That's what I was kind of thinking about. So imagine this being electrical um, and lightweight. Like I said, see, people are doing this all day long, and they have to climb up and down. So if someone can make it affordable and um, lightweight, I think a lot of people would buy it, especially if they're doing stuff like this, where they're constantly having to clean windows and go up and down the ladder. I know I would, especially if I had like a little remote or something um, to go up and down. Um, what I'm trying to look for is the window cleaning ladder rail over window bar. It's like a bar thing, and yeah, this thing right here. So you'll be able to have something like this to place over the window, and it digitally down below. You'll look at the window, like say like this one. So you're down here at the very bottom, looking at this window, and imagine if these can or were able to like go out by themselves. You know what I mean? So just that alone would be a good idea alone, even if you guys didn't want to make the whole ladder go up and down by itself. But this, if it went out and this one went out, you could basically measure that from the very bottom, like how you do manually. But here, you'll be able to do it from the very bottom with a remote or even your cell phone or something like that. Um, and maybe have some type of locking system just for malfunction purposes, troubleshooting purposes, or the battery goes out and then it goes crazy or something. It can have some type of lock system here. Um, and then when you get up there, you can lock it. I don't know, something like that. And I think a lot of these people that do stuff like this will buy it. Like, look at, we all have to use these ladders. Um, so it'll be more in the advanced ladder system. There's some that bend. You know what I mean? So I guess it could get as creative as you want it to, and you could do just about anything. Like, these people are doing it to do roofs. So a lot of people will buy your, these ladders that I'm talking about. Um, so anyways, that was basically it. I hope that you guys liked this video. I really don't have anything else to add or to take away from it. Like, this is basically it, and basically all I really thought of. And it's basically something like this where it'll elevate you going up. Um, and I don't know, I guess it could be thought out more. Um, but like, just having it manually doing this A-frame would be pretty cool. Like, if you could punch in, like, okay, I want it to go this high, or you could push a button and it'll automatically do it or something. Even this, because you have to like pull it down. So you could do it manually. I mean, with the like digital, so basically taking the digital um, and making it electric. That's what I'm trying to get at, because there is nothing like that I know of right now. So if somehow someone can make this electrical, it would be pretty cool for everyone, even the workers, or if you're a homeowner and you need to get up there and the you can't really do it yourself, to like whatever, um, ladder lifts, elevator, and shingle ladder hose. Oh, it looks like someone already thought about this idea. So see, so I don't know. I'm just trying to think about new ways and to make it better. So if this is already out there, then that means someone can actually make this even better and enhance it. And this is what I was kind of envisioning. So I'm glad that I ran into this. So this right here just proves that I'm thinking along the right lines, and I'm not crazy. So that's awesome to know, and that's cool. Like, I guess it's just a money thing. Um, that I haven't really seen a lot of this type of stuff. Um, there's these. There's these the ladder rails that I was showing you guys for the window cleaners. These right here. I guess even this going out would be a good invention. You know what I mean? Like just for a window cleaner, or a painter, just to go around a window if you're not trying to lift something. So I'm not trying to make money, people. I'm not. So what I'm sharing is for everyone's benefit, everyone's to make everyone's life easier, and just to help people out. So don't think that I'm making these videos to try to make money. Like, it would be great if I wasn't making money off this, but I'm not. Like, everyone already knows that. Um, but yeah, like, so, like, I don't know, like, if you're a window, I mean a ladder person, this would be a great idea right here. Just this alone, um, doing that manually, maybe creating, like, see here, this guy had to put this rope or whatever to hold a bucket. Maybe you guys can create something more different. So, um, like, the bucket could be in a way held a little bit more. Or what if like I just picture right now, like what if this here, like I said, if it was able to move, and if this was able to move, then that means the ladder will be able to move as well. So like if this were to move 1 foot and this 1 foot, and then the ladder will move. So you'll be able to move the ladder now right to left while this is anchored to the house with your pressure of your body. And down here, it could be like a weight or something that'll hold the ladder, or like leaned accordingly so it could be safe. And when it's moving to the right, you would just hold on, and it'll move to the right to reach an area that you can't really reach to, instead of going all the way down, readjusting the ladder, and then climbing back up just to do the same thing to get to the other side or whatever. And you guys know what I'm talking about. If you're constantly, doing this where it's hard to reach, or you know, cleaning windows or whatever, painting a home. You guys get what I'm saying. And so yeah, just coming up with new ways, new ideas. If you guys have a ladder company and you want me to think about some creative ways to enhance it, or if you have your own, please write them in the description, and I'll add them to to uh, to my page, invent or don't invent, which will be the best of the best ladders. And then of course with price range, it will it will go from, like, if you have an existing ladder, if you want to add it, it will go from least to greatest on pricing for customers to purchase your product. um, and 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 stuff that you have available for people to purchase. But yeah, that was basically all I had to share with this. See, like right here, imagine if this was able to move vertically, I mean, horizontally and vertically. So it will have like wheels right here. So you be able to go down or up by pushing a button as you're anchored there. Um, or like if you wanted to go this way, the ladder will stay at the position that is at, but being able to move it to the left safely, of course. Um, I guess that can be done if there's wheels down here that are fixed, like a shopping cart. Not the ones that move in the front, like, but the back ones, the fixed ones. So the fixed ones, these back ones here, will be like at the very bottom to go this way, side to side. These will be fixed too to go up and down. No, these will be actually the moving ones, like this probably, but and then it could scratch or leave marks on the wall, so it would have to be a special type of rubber or something. But you guys get what I'm saying. And it's not impossible to do that. Um, so I'm just thinking for more, advanced stuff, more high end stuff. That's the way that this ladder would be. So more of a digital high end ladder, not, you know, like one of these ladders. And these are expensive either way, but you know, like you have the best of the best ladder, and you'll be able to task any job um, without hassling too much with going down and up. So this will be like a vehicle, and you would have to be fully sober, no alcohol, no marijuana. You know, just like you driving a vehicle or being a trucker with a Class B license or Class A. I don't know which one it is, but you guys get what I'm saying. Um, so yeah. Anyways, I'm done talking here. Talk to you guys later. Mm, and yeah, I hope you know you guys like this idea. Stay safe, be safe. You know, don't do anything that will put your life in danger. So talk to you guys later. And this is not. I'm not trying to be funny at all. Like you know, I'm really trying to come up with the best of the best stuff. There's people that have died, you know, messing around with this stuff. And think about it, it's kind of like a joke. Just two little sticks at the bottom. I think, honestly, you know, there should be like some more safety things at the bottom of each ladder. Like I kind of seen, I think it wasn't this, but this is good too. Um, yeah, see, this is a great invention here because it gives you that extra, you know, lift, or when it's not fully balanced, it will give you that freedom to balance it out. See, like this on uneven terrain, which is a great idea as well. Um, but what I was kind of thinking about was like something like this, but I'm sorry, more on the not just this way, but also maybe this way. So, like if you're up on a ladder like this and you start falling backwards with the ladder, well, the other stick will hold the ladder in place without it trying to come out. If there's an earthquake or someone trying to pull it, or you know you're unexperienced and you have it too far or too close to a straight wall, you know, like say this is a wall and you have it like this and it starts tipping over, well, it won't be able to because you would have that anchor there. But anyway, I'm sure you guys know all about this stuff. I'm just sharing it and basically just speaking freely about it. Anyway, if you guys like this, I think I don't have it on my Facebook page yet on Invent or Don't Invent, but I will be adding it. But it was like something like this, honestly, which I think is cool because you know everyone will be able to use it and yeah, especially if you use it every single day, you know, it would be cool. And with my page, Invent or Don't Invent, like I said, it's advancing everything, making everything more better, um, and more advanced, making it like thinking outside of my ideas and making them better. You know, like taking my ideas and crumbling them, or you know, like you would a piece of paper, you know, and just tossing that into the trash with and replacing it with something better and newer. And I think you know we could all come up with ideas. So you know, that idea will only get better and better and better and better and better, and our ideas would just keep going. Our our minds would just keep on thinking about newer and newer and newer ways to make everything better, and we never know where we're gonna take um, that technology, because even ladders are used like in space. They're used in space, uh, space stations. Like they're used everywhere. Um, like you see one right here, one right here. They're using um, submarines as well. Submarines, see, like this. They're used in sewers. They're used just about everywhere. So, I mean, it's just really like what's going to make the job easier, what's going to make the job faster, and things like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, like that's the whole purpose of this page that I created. And I guess if we all were on this mission, then we never know like how many lives we could later on save because of these inventions. And I'm not just talking about one specific idea, even though this video is about one specific idea, and that's the ladder. But there's so many other ideas. There's the valves, the copper. There's everything you could ever think about. So that's the whole mission of Invent or Don't Invent, is really taking every idea and like uh, doing performing surgery on it, and like making it the best of the best, um, and applying that in every idea and every invention. So I'm glad, honestly, that I've seen this, because it just shows me that I'm not crazy, that I'm not just hallucinating. Like there's people out there that are thinking about stuff like this. There's people that have already came up with this. So don't be afraid to think and to do research on ideas, because you never know when you're gonna come up with something that can change the world. So don't limit yourself, and don't be discouraged when you see something like that's great. It means that you're smart, and keep thinking along those lines, because sometimes people can look at you and talk bad about you because you're different, or you're thinking crazy in your own mind. You might think that, you might come to that assumption, but you're not. And this world needs people like you, the way that you think, whether you realize it or not. And sometimes there's no one that's going to be there for you to tell you this, and you're going to have to tell this to yourself. And basically, in a way, like I'm preaching to myself right now. I'm talking to myself. Like I needed to hear that right now. And there's so many ideas out there that if you try to do all of them, you would just die. Like there's so many ideas. There's so many ideas that if you got wrapped up around one idea, you could spend your whole lifetime, the whole human lifetime, working on that one idea. So, forgive me if I don't know everything that I speak about. I just like to throw in my 2 cents and leave it at that. So I hope someone that is into this, can maybe take some of the ideas that I talked about, I shared a few, and that's all that matters. Just take whatever you want and trash the rest. And that's what I'm talking about. That's what invent or don't invent is all about. It's just coming up, taking what's good and taking out the bad. But remember why, like, say, for example, the rubber on each ladder. Imagine if you were to create your own ladder, but you didn't apply rubber. And then you're like, what is the rubber for? Well, that's something that you have to think about as a manufacturer. The rubber's to prevent scratches and, from not damaging walls and other things, for it not slipping and, and other things. So that's what invent or don't invent it's all about, like coming up with a whole list of do's and don'ts and why you should add that to your existing ladder, because a lot of people, they have money and they want to create the next invention, the next cool thing, but then they leave out certain details that should be added, um, and that's very important, people. It really is. So I think instead of us uh, fighting each other, we should be helping each other out. and and it's good when there's competition because we learn from each other and we want to outdo or outperform the other competitor. But ultimately, we're doing it, yeah, for money, but sometimes it's beyond that. We're doing it to save lives, to really save lives, and because we never know when our military is going to need it. Um, and, it's all about speed, it's all about swiftness and getting things done at a timely manner, because everyone knows that seconds matter. Paramedics know that. Um, when you go racing, every second matters. And in the football uh, um, game, you only have a few seconds to make that play happen or whatever. So it's all about um, timing and things like that. But anyway, I'm done talking about this. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for listening to my pep talk, and I hope you guys were inspired by this as much as I was. God bless.